Phela la ku Beyond Boundaries siyasebenza. We going all over the place. Sinfunela itori, and then Tips is always modeling. Anyway, ikamala musamukelo kaGadebe. This is Beyond Boundaries. Tips,
yes.
All colorful, Baba.
Yes, I'm all good, man. It's Beyond Boundaries, another Sunday, and we are here. We came to Newtown Precinct, and we decided today we're gonna spoil you guys. That's why I'm dressed like this, and Sam is dressed like this. So we're here at the VDT. It's called Vuyani Dance Theatre, where we're going to follow the story of the amazing Moosa Motha. Remember him when he came to studio?
Yes.
With a single leg amputee, and then he danced with me and everything. So we followed him, and we came here to make sure that we always say, yeah, we are integrating, and we're working with disabled people. So we want to see for ourselves, to see that this company is not making him work by himself, but it's working with them.
It's like a progress report.
Exactly.
You know?
We are following the story. So we are here, investigative journalism. Yeah? So
Anyway,
I think it's because in true Beyond Boundary style, you have to give us the feel-good story.
Yeah, so anyway, Tips has been giving us the feel-good stories because he's been running around as an LA Tory lazy. So for a change, I will trust to Valen to find us a feel-good story. Valen, please get us something better than what Tipsy always gets us.
And while you're at it, just give us the news as well. We're making her work.
Yeah, she must work.
Like a conductor, Amber Galloway Galego brings music to life using her hands, each movement signaling a change in tempo and key. Yet, unlike a conductor, Galloway Galego's signs aren't for the purpose of the musicians, but for the benefit of people with hearing impairments. The interpreter, who translates music into American Sign Language, took to the stage at the Electric Castle Festival on the outskirts of the Romanian city of Cluj-Napoca. It is the first time a major festival has been accessible to the country's hearing-impaired community. Violetta Cook, a blogger and sign language interpreter who is hearing impaired, attended the concert with friends and said going to festivals helps her to feel integrated in Romanian society. Cook, who has congenital hearing loss, experienced difficulties at school due to a lack of accessibility for hearing-impaired people. According to Romania's government, over 23,000 people with hearing disabilities live in Romania, many of whom, like Cook, struggle at school and in day-to-day life. The introduction of a sign language interpreter at the Electric Castle Festival follows a bid launched in February last year by a Romanian lawmaker to register Romanian Sign Language as an official language in the country. Tokyo residents and tourists expressed their concern for athletes and volunteers participating in the 2020 Games as temperatures hover at dangerous levels for days, killing at least 19 in the capital alone. It's a stark reminder of one of the biggest headaches for Olympic planners a year ahead of the Games. 2020 organisers plan to emphasise helping everybody stay cool and hydrated, using things like mist sprays and providing cool-shaded rest areas, as well as paving the marathon course and other major roads with more than 100 kilometres of a resin-based surface that reflects infrared rays and lowers the pavement temperature. South Africa's wheelchair tennis ace Lucas Itole has done it once again. The country's top quads player faced off with world number 5 and top seed Sam Schroeder of the Netherlands in the final of the Belgian Open. The two-time Grand Slam champion from Newcastle in KwaZulu-Natal demonstrated strength and endurance as he twice came from behind to win 1-6, 7-6 and 6-4. Paralympic javelin champion Reinhard Hammann has shown he's ready for the World Championships later this year with a new African record and personal best at the Para-athletics meet in Freital, Germany. His 54.21-metre heave bettered the 53.37-metre continental mark that he set at the National Championships in March.
Sibonge Valen for the news. Anyway, what? Generally, izinto ezenzeka kule show, I always don't understand them. But anyway, we are still here and we're gonna go and find Umusa because Tipsy didn't go and find the feel-good story. So, can you just do one thing today? please go find Musa for us.
Yeah, the reason why I'm dressed like this is that I'm going to try and dance with Musa. I danced with him at the studio and then he showed me flames. Now because we're going to home ground advantage,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and find him. So we're gonna check if they are really working together. So for now, you guys follow us, you interview him, I will dance with him. Ngenaba.
That's all.
Dancer Moosa Motha from Vaal is a trainer at Vuyani Dance Company and quickly becoming one of the country's most recognizable performers. Musa lost his leg after a football injury revealed he had bone marrow cancer in grade 4. Musa inspires his fellow dancers like Lungile.
We have a brother and sister bond. He's my ride or die, he's my everything. And for me, it's very hard sometimes for him, but because of everything he's been through from last year, whatever he's fighting, his thoughts, every day he has thoughts he fights through. Do I want to be here? Do I want to? Do I want to dance? Do I want to? But because of all of that becomes an inspiration. He pushes through every day. He's an inspiration to all of us. You know what? We also want to do that. In most of the things, he's a stuntsman. He's very good in these other things, and we learn from him. So for me, Nokusebenza and it's breathtaking. It's amazing. Umuntu olwa so much every day.
It's been a while, I think, and I think you've done some amazing things since then, yeah?
Yeah, ish. You know what I mean?
Awutsheleke, what is the single biggest thing that you've done since the last time you were on the show?
Okay, recently it's a music video, the DJ Ganyani music video, and they feel good. So yeah, so far
It's called Feel Good.
No, it's music DJ Ganyani.
Yeah.
Feel good. Yeah.
Ah, all right. You see, there's even Feel Good there because that's what we do for you. So anyway, I mean, how did that come about? And I mean, what does it mean for you to be a part of something so big? Because again, DJ Kanyani is huge, like South Africa, and I think in Africa as well.
Yeah, it's quite an amazing experience. And again, history is repeating itself because the feeling that I had when I shot the music video was the feeling that I had when I was shooting the music video of Drake when he was in South Africa. But then now I was more happier because it was a homegrown one. Like, it was local, it was home, you know. And again, being recognized by, local big artists like DJ Kanyani, it is such a pleasure, and it's an honor, because every time when we on break, he would come and talk to me like, hey man, you're my inspiration and all of that. I'm like, oh, do you even know me? Like, I'm like, okay. So yeah, that's the biggest thing I really love the experience.
Monday to Friday, Ulana, 9 to 5, like Wonkumuntu, basically breaking yourself and your bones and my goodness. Okay, so for you, I mean, being here, right? You are still here with one leg. Nothing has changed from the last time. How challenging is it for Wena to be here? Because I can imagine, Uguti, you need to put in a bit more effort than a person with two legs, for instance.
That's true.
It's okay. I know my science and physics.
So it's I don't want to lie and I don't want to brush it off and be smooth or smart about it. It's really hard, It's really hard because I work 10 times harder or 10 times more than them. When every time they do movement, I need to interpret it in order the material that they do, it fits my body. And again, it's all about it's all in my mind. If my mind is telling me that you can't do that, then I won't be able to do it. But every day I keep on pushing, okay, let's do this. Even if when every time we have new things coming up, I know it's okay. When we do ballet, I'm going to be down. I know it's okay, ballet is not my thing, but I'm trying, and it's building me up. And again, it's all about connecting with the gravity. I need to work more with the gravity because the gravity and I, we have a close relationship. Because every time I dance, I leave the right crutch and then I use one, the left one. I use it as my leg and the hand at the same time. So, meaning I don't have the other supporting structure to lift up my leg and all of that.
So depend on the arm and the crutch.
Exactly.
Choreographing is a collaborative effort in this group.
He's learned to speak. He speaks up. We are Shukuti, you know what? Young Shul, can we come up with a plan for me? And then the whole class stops and everyone is by hands on. Okay, what can we do? Take his crutch. We try, do it, it's okay. Then this is a new way you can do it like this. So yeah, everyone becomes full hands on when it comes to that. But sometimes he's a guy, he's very proud. He will never succumb to that thought. So uzos tolela yena, or he will come to some of us after class at Yazindwana, and then we do it. But most of the time he just pushes me for himself because sometimes he knows he has to work 10 times, therefore he becomes a step ahead. Most of the times actually.
Briefly, can you just tell me then what can we look forward to that is upcoming in your world and job of dancing, basically?
First of all, I'm going to New York this year. Okay.
You heard that? We are going to New York. Am I coming with?
I don't know.
Okay, you're in New York, Chief.
Okay. Okay. Before New York, we have like a season, a Sion season. It's Gregory Macoma's piece. So it's going to be a big production at Joburg Theatre. The season starts at the 5th of September until the 15th of September. And then we're featuring Soweto Gospel Choir. And then after the season, right after the season, I think towards the end of September, that's where we're going to New York with another piece created by Gregory Macoma. It's Rise. We created it last year. So
we're going Broadway, Chief. This is Broadway stuff. No, international. Look, I mean, you've been doing very well. I mean, I'm very happy as well. And I think we'll continue to follow you because we got a lot of feedback from our viewers, Ekaya, to say you are quite an inspiration. So I think it's going to be even more beneficial for Bona at home to see how well you've done. And hopefully we can chat to you again later on in the year. So all the best, eh?
Thank you. Exactly.
So anyway, Yabo, I'm sitting down because I do not even want to embarrass myself with dancing. I am not gifted with dancing, so this works better. And then here comes Michael Jackson Tips Shampooizer. My goodness, we'll see you after the break.
It is advisable that we always keep to what we do. You know, we have to have consistency and follow up on the stories that we bring you every week. So we decided not to stop following the World Para-powerlifting that is happening at Nur Sultan. People are there weightlifting, powerlifting, and making sure that we get all the Paralympians ready. So let's go to Nur Sultan and see what's happening.
Among the highlights on Day 7, Iranian legend Simon Rahman may not have broken a world record, but he lifted a giant 265 kilograms to take his third world title in the men's over 107 kilogram category.
It's there, 265. And it's another world title for Simon Rahman.
Earlier, China's Deng Shumei surprised everyone, defeating Paralympic and world champions on her way to gold at the World Para-powerlifting Championships. She improved her Asian record with a lift of 151 kilograms in the women's over 86 kilogram category.
Deng with a new Asian record, 151, wins it. China get a 7th gold, and Deng has done it.
The final day of competition at the World Para-powerlifting Championships saw the first ever mixed team event with 10 teams competing. Egypt, comprising of Rahab Ahmed, Mohammed El Elfat and Sharif Osman, emerged the winners. Halala Africa, halala. Watch out for Team Egypt at the powerlifting event at next year's Paralympic Games in Tokyo. China took the overall team trophy for topping the medal table, followed by Nigeria and Iran. The men's team trophy was clinched by Iran, while China took the women's honours. The next stop for the World Championships will be in Hungary in 2021. See you there.
There's been so much ebesilokhu simtshela ngayo ngama-Junior World Championships ayenzeka laphana eSwitzerland. Now the young ones have finally gone there. These are the young ones that made promises on the show. Bathi bona, they aiming for the world records. Even African records were broken. But anyway, it's ingantateli too much information. Valen, please let them know ukuthi kwenzakaleni lapha eSwitzerland.
While USA topped the medal table at the World Para-athletics Junior Championships, South Africa had show-stopping, record-breaking performers. Mzansi ended 5th on the medal table after a new world record in the women's 800 metres T38 from our very own Arina Nicolaisen. The 18-year-old crossed the line in 2 minutes 35.83 seconds to slice 0.07 seconds off the previous mark held by Portugal's Maria Fernandes for more than 18 years. Nicolaisen was over 5 seconds in front of second place Vilma Berg of Finland. Nicolaisen has been aiming for the mark for the last year and was happy her training finally paid off in Notwell. South Africa bookended the championships with world records. On the first day, 14-year-old Puseletso Mabote set the new record in the men's 200 metres T45 to T64 class, clocking 26.36 seconds to slice 0.08 seconds off the previous T63 mark set in June by Atsushi Yamamoto. Inspired by teammate Ntando Mahlangu, Mabote was shocked, saying he knew he was in good form but didn't realise he was in world record-breaking form. Mabote was just 5 years old when he was run over by a truck on the way to school, which resulted in him having his right leg amputated above the knee. Simone Krier was looking to announce herself to her international competitors. The 14-year-old bettered the women's discus F38 world record in emphatic style. She set a new mark of 38.63 metres, 5.68 metres beyond Noel Lenihan's 2018 record, which Krier had already passed at the National Championships with her 33.09 metre heave. Krier hopes to compete at the World Championships in Dubai in November, where the team for Tokyo 2020 will be selected. Despite being only 17 years old, Ntando Mahlangu has become a role model thanks to his silver medal winning exploits in Rio, which came only 4 years after he had stepped out of his wheelchair for the first time. On his second appearance at the Junior World Championships, Mahlangu set a new world record in the under-20 200 metres for his class. He crossed the line in 23.03 seconds. He also captured gold in the 400 metres. To the next generation of athletes, here's a message from the current crop.
I think it starts with a small dream that you have, a dream that you go for it. So I think this is definitely the first step of that. I think all of them, yeah. I think you have a proudness to represent your country and to run in green and gold. So I think this is the first step of almost like knowing that I am capable. I can go for this. So I hope that this will be one of the things that will inspire them as well and to keep them motivated to strive to to a Paralympics.
It's just a stepping stone towards greater things, but for them to use their experience going on to the next level, being a senior world champs, being a Paralympic Games, but this is a junior team, and them being at their age, you still need to have fun. And sport, yeah, fun plays a massive part in sport as well. And I mean, the friendships that they're going to take away from this Games is going to last for how many years to come. So I think that's something they need to hold on.
We will upskill them, upskill their coaches, take them to a different level, help them with the international coaching, help them with their career guidance. Everything that involves the athlete itself, we will be involved with and improve and harness these athletes to be the best that they possibly can.
It's an exciting time, and it's exciting to see that we've got youngsters that will participate on a global level and who is encouraged and motivated. And obviously we will follow them strongly. Hopefully some of them will also qualify eventually for the SASCOC Operation Excellence Program, where they are then fully funded in terms of their requirements, participation, training, coaching, whatever it may need. So, because currently there are no difference between able Olympic high-performance athletes and Paralympic high-performance athletes. Both qualify for the Operation Excellence, and that's a huge amount, about R1 million per month that is currently invested into our high-performance athletes. And we're looking forward for these youngsters to take up that space going into the future.
If greatness is their path, they will pursue it one day.
This is how we close off the show, Yanamhlanje. It has been an interesting one. I mean, we brought you our World Championships, La Payana, in Switzerland, and then we also had a check kuma para-powerlifting ukuthi bapusha kanjani. And I mean, we had an amazing chat as well with Musa Motha. But this is how we close off the show, NCT. Kube kanjalo ke nisibhalele Facebook na Twitter. Elamika musamkelo, and this is how we close off the show. It is a dance move from the professionals themselves. I will not even join this one. I am not a professional. Guys, please take it away.
Yeah.